Hi, I'm Terry Tazioli. Welcome to King County Reads. When it comes to elections, it seems like we're all bombarded with information. But where can you get unbiased facts in many different languages? You guessed it, the King County Library System. Hi everybody, I'm Terry Tazioli. Welcome to King County Reads. We're here in Falls City at the Falls City branch of the King County Library System. And I have the great pleasure of sitting with Aaron Johnston with the King County Library System. We're going to talk elections. It's the season and there's a lot going on with the libraries.
Absolutely.
Give us a quick overview, would you, of how the libraries are involved in the election process.
Well, the library has been partnering with King County Elections and the League of Women Voters. Just recently, we are offering access to voting information. We've got 18 ballot boxes placed at King County libraries for people to drop their ballots. We also have a variety of election programming this year, and we are offering access to information for ballot measure summaries and candidate forums.
So tell me about some of these. So I'm a voter, and I want more information on particular candidates. What can I find if I come to Falls City or any of the branches in the county?
Well, we're working with the League of Women Voters, and they're offering opportunities for people to come visit at specific times to talk to volunteers from the League of Women Voters, where they can come and ask questions about anything related to voting. They offer nonpartisan information, so it's very factual, and you can ask them any questions about ballot measures or candidates.
And that's what I was going to ask you too, is how do they and you keep this measured so that someone isn't coming in and hearing, this is, my side. We really don't care about their side, but we do.
The fantastic thing about the League of Women Voters is that their entire goal is to help people access the democratic process in a nonpartisan way. So they are offering information just factually, and it provides enough information so people get a good picture of the things that they can vote on, but it's just straightforward facts.
And the League of Women Voters is one collaborator. It's also is a King County Elections.
King County Elections, we do work with King County Elections.
How so?
So King County Elections has 18 ballot boxes placed at King County libraries. And then we also work with them to offer access to information. For example, they provide voters' guides to our libraries in a variety of languages. They also do voter accessibility sites at some of our libraries.
Either as a young person or a new citizen, for example. What can I get some help here if I've never done this process before?
One of the events, the voter pop-up tables, hosted by the League of Women Voters, would be able to walk you through what you might want to do to fill out a ballot, where you can drop it, how you can register to vote. And another way to do that is kcls.org/elections is a place where you can go and figure out how to register online to vote.
Okay, and so I can come here and find all that out, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And is this all available in all the branches in the county? I know the Dropbox is not, right?
Right.
But the information, all those things?
At all branches, you can go and speak to a librarian who can point you in the right direction to find the information that you need.
Okay.
But the programs that League of Women Voters is currently offering are not available at every library yet.
Okay. And you talked about inclusion, and diversity. How does this partnership help you all in that endeavor, in that effort?
Well, I think just by the pure fact that there are so many libraries in King County, they're accessible everywhere. We have 48 libraries with KCLS. Seattle Public Libraries has 26 libraries, I believe. So no matter where you are, you're able to walk into a library and access information through librarians by asking questions through our online resources. So I think that in itself increases the accessibility.
Gotcha. And well, we're smack in the middle of election season, coming up on the election itself. What have you noticed? Are you getting a crowd? Are you getting a lot of people?
The programs are very popular.
Are they good?
Everyone is engaged. Everyone wants to find out information, and people are really excited about being able to access nonpartisan information.
And I would imagine that's something you're learning because this is kind of new for the libraries, right? In the last few years.
I think that there's a reignited interest in making this information available. I mean, the library has always been a resource for voting and elections, just by its very nature.
Right. Well, we haven't said this. This is all free.
This is all
You
free.
just come in here and do your thing. Okay, so I've got a question. I wanted to back up a little bit. I've heard of pop-up stores. What's a pop-up table?
Well,
It's like, the legs go out.
a big exploding table.
Yeah.
A pop-up table is something that's just not there all the time. So they come and they set up. It's there for a short, limited period of time, and it's for everyone.
And I can find out about those online also?
We have a website,
Okay.
web page dedicated specifically to election information.
Okay.
kcls.org/elections.
It's great. Thank you. This is wonderful, and come on in, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You won't
Come
see
on
us there, but you'll see other people who can help you out.
Yeah, anyone
There
can
you go.
help you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're here at the Falls City branch of the King County Library System with Kendall Hodson, who's Chief of Staff of King County Elections, and we're going to be talking elections. The tie-in with libraries, especially with King County Library System, is kind of an incredible thing, and it's growing. Is that right?
That's right. It's really been an amazing partnership. So I've been with King County Elections since 2016, and we came to them really about drop boxes. And so that was really the foundation of the partnership, is really expanding that program to give our voters more opportunity to return their ballots. And it really has grown since then.
Well, now we can all mail them in because they're stamped, so off they go. But the drop boxes are still, it seems, a great way to get people to come into the library to find out more.
We really believe that both are important. So prepaid postage is an amazing tool for our voters. People can drop it in the mail without paying for a stamp, which we love. But there's still a lot of voters who wait until Election Day.
Yes.
We're all procrastinators. And on Election Day, Postal Service really kind of varies sometimes. So the safest thing really is to put it in a ballot drop box. And after you get past 5 p.m., that's really your only option. So we've now got 66 across the county, and let's see, we had 10 at the beginning of 2016. So we've added 50. I'm going to try to do math in front of you, which is going to be a little bit of a challenge.
That's okay.
We've added 56 drop boxes. 18 of those are at King County Libraries.
At the libraries.
Yeah.
How else has the library involvement helped with elections from your point of view?
Well, I mean, they've just been incredibly enthusiastic. So when we brought the Dropbox idea to them and said, hey, we love this idea. Dropboxes are an important service for our voters. We feel like we share a mission with libraries. It's a place where there's community coming already. It's ADA accessible. It's a place where there's often transit service. So we loved that. And they said, absolutely, let's do that. So not only were they amazing to work with in figuring out those locations, their librarians have been incredibly enthusiastic in promoting them to voters. They give people voter registration forms. They help them when they come in and maybe lost their ballot. They can actually access their ballot online through our online ballot marking program and print it out. The librarians at the King County Library branches have return envelopes for them and will help them put them back in, and then often they can walk out the door and deposit their ballot right there.
And you're done.
Yeah.
Does it take any kind of a, I hate to use the word burden, but does it take some of the work off of your shoulders at King County Elections to have this kind of a program going on?
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
How
our
so?
partnerships are invaluable to us. Our job, we feel like, is to get the word out and to help remind people to vote. And we see quite a few people, but libraries see so many patrons every single day. So for them to help us carry that message is really amazing. There's some new things that we've started that we're really excited to expand. So in addition to drop boxes, we also have operated our accessible voting centers. That's a place where anyone can go vote in person if they want to. Not very many people do anymore because of vote by mail, but especially individuals with disabilities. So they can come and use a touch screen, or they can listen to an audio ballot, and that gives them just an additional option for how they can vote. So we're excited about expanding that program with the libraries. We've also looked at some programming with them. We've worked with them on their Talk Time program, which is for English language learners, to talk about voting and how one registers to vote and how voting works in King County. Because especially if you're coming from a different country where things work differently and English is your second language, it's wait, you mail me my ballot? It can be very different for people. So
And that
that's
has
been
to help in a big way for you. People who are new citizens, people who are voting for the first time, all of those kinds of things.
Engagement really starts well before you even register to vote. So an emphasis for us is, of course, people who are eligible to vote, but also those who are maybe on the path to naturalization, or kids as well. The research coming out suggests that civic education, it's important in high school, but you really need to be starting even younger. So really working to reach all those different groups to instill the importance of voting at a really early age.
And one more question about registration. I mean, it's past that for the upcoming election. But how will that help in terms of libraries and you all? Will there be registration opportunities at the libraries going ahead?
Yeah, libraries do have registration forms available. The other thing that our libraries have done is they have often served as a location for our voter education fund partners. So we partner with the Seattle Foundation it's nearly $500,000 in funding that we provide to community organizations. We funded 33 this year, and their job is really to work to reach underrepresented communities. And a lot of their focus is on voter registration, and a lot of their events have actually been held at King County Library Systems. So they've also been really helpful in that way to say, hey, you want to have a ballot party, you want to have a registration event, go ahead and use our space to do that. So
I'm thinking folks want to do this, use any of the services. They can go to their local King County Library Service branch. They can go online at kcls.org, but they can also contact King County Elections, is that right?
Anytime.
This is great. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Great to talk with you.